Welcome in. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. I know everybody is just getting a chance to get on right now. Yes, absolutely. Eric in Florida, welcome. Welcome. We're going to give everybody a second to get on because this is a pretty unique situation. And I'd like to give everybody as much of a chance they can to jump over. So we have 2 live streams going right now. We have 2 live streams going right now. One is a 24-hour, well, it's more like 48 hours, but you know what I mean. Live camera shot of Epcot and weather alerts. And this is a live right here from the Magic Kingdom of the closure today due to Hurricane Milton. So there's some interesting things that I saw as I was coming in. They just, here, I'll come over here. I'll show you the popcorn. They just did this. They must have been selling popcorn, or maybe they just decided very last minute. Train is still running. But when I came in over here, they saran wrapped this popcorn cart right here. So when I came in, a couple of cast members were saran wrapping everything and making sure everybody's popcorn is safe when everything reopens. So let me say hello to everybody. Good to see you guys. Caleb, Disney News Reports, good to see you.
Unfortunately, due to impending inclement weather, the Magic Kingdom Park will close today at 2 p.m. Once again, due to impending inclement weather, the Magic Kingdom Park will close today at 2 p.m. We apologize for the inconvenience and hope you enjoy the rest of your day at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I wanted to give you guys a chance to be able to hear those alerts as they come in. Jeremy Iman, hello. Robert Tucker, hello. Diana Murphy. Belinda Prather, hello. Susie Q. Shelby J, Andrea Dunbar, EJ, Bruce City Grills, Annette, Diane Moses, Tiffany Adventures of a DVC Family, Jenna Hamza, Pizza Planet Claus Caleb, hello, Sarah Hale, Ernesto, Melinda Kovac. Yeah, we're going to get a better view up here in just a second. Oh, wow. They got the Dapper Dans going. I hear them somewhere. Andrew, good to see you. Wayne, Mike S., Chris Evans, Robin, Yvette Thomas, Disney Magic 81, Brianna Osborne.
In 1908, when the car was the rage, and we were between things on history's page, for a great race we made us a deal. New York to Frisco in an automobile. For Mary drivers, their mechanics and cars, waiting for the guy that started the greatest race by far.
Wow. So the stage show couldn't run, but they just threw off those fireworks. Katie, hello. You'll note all of the netting that they've got around the light fixtures as well up here. Funny enough, they certainly must know that their wreaths can withstand a lot. Oh, hi, Duck. You just walk down Main Street. You just do you. You do you, Duck. Yep. No, this area is absolutely not in a storm surge area. We are very far from the coast where the storm surge is. Thanks for asking. Oh, Nemo with glasses, you're welcome. Yeah, I didn't really see the Dapper Dans. I could hear them. So they might be in a small little corner. Roma Taco, hello. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come right over here underneath Casey's corner, and I had my poncho off. I have a raincoat, but I had my poncho off because it wasn't raining. So I'm going to put one on real quick so then we can walk around the park together. Okay. Here, I'm going to come right over here. It'll just take me 30 seconds. Oh. Oh, man, I can't get through here. Okay. Hang tight, guys, because the rain is really picking up. Okay, hang tight. Oh, I almost lost my car key. That could have been bad.
Hey, we're gonna have to stand.
So hang tight, hang tight. I'm just making sure my poncho's on in my equipment. It wasn't raining. I thought I was going to get away with it for a little bit. But that gives everybody a few minutes to join.
Ellie, can you get Jenny? High traffic area. Let go. No, don't do that.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for giving me a quick second. Today would have been a great Rose and Crown piano day. I completely agree. Oh, you know what? One last thing before we go out and about. I know I'm going to need to wipe the camera lens in all of this rain. So, very important. Wipe the lens, make sure it's clean. Too many cables. Here we go. Adam's gonna kill me. Don't worry, don't worry. There. Okay. It's very cramped in this little under.
I mean, the plants are probably there.
Okay. All better. Welcome in. Thanks so much for being patient there while I get myself together. Let's come over by the castle. I'm going to have to put the chat in my pocket for a quick second. But I know that our moderators are going to hold it down for me. And I'll kind of walk and talk. So mind you, it is raining. It is mild winds. So the bulk of the storm is going to be hitting in Central Florida. In Central Florida later this evening into the middle of the night and tomorrow morning. See, as soon as I get going, there's water on the lens. But that's okay. We'll come up underneath, over by the castle over here, so I can chit chat and answer your questions. And then we'll take a walk around. So hang tight. I know that it's a little blurry because there's a raindrop. So the storm right now is out in the Gulf, and it is due to hit the state of Florida and make landfall this evening. And it is due to hit. Now things can change. Things can change hour to hour by maybe a little wobble north or south. But essentially, it is going to hit on the west coast near Tampa, and then it will come across the state right through Central Florida. Here, and this gives me a chance for me to come up right up to the castle here. There. Now I can get nice view. Wipe the lens a little bit. There we go. If you are looking for specifics, you can even go to, we have a 24-hour, well, 48-hour live camera with all the specifics going on. But welcome in. Now I can go ahead and check the chat for a few minutes. Diana Murphy, thank you so much. $20, Hurricane Snacks and Treats. Thanks for all the extra coverage, Kristen and Adam. Thank you. That's so sweet. So yes, it's due to come across the state of Florida. And yes, there will be curfews. Central Florida is not a storm surge area. So if you are if you're not from Florida and you're not familiar with hurricanes, a lot of the words that are used are like storm surge, the storm surge. And yes, that is very, very important and difficult for a lot of people who live in the coastal area. Storm surge is not something that is a concern for Central Florida. We are pretty far away from the coast. Like if you were to drive, it would take you 2 hours plus to get to Tampa Bay. So we're pretty far. Just to give you like a time-wise idea. Now, what we do have to worry about, and what Disney has to worry about, is flying debris, high winds. They also have to worry about flooding. You know, those types of things are important, and what those winds can do in a damage capacity. Also, those high winds and gusts can create tornadoes. So that's kind of the types of things that you see as a concern in Central Florida. Again, there's a lot of people who have some really misunderstandings about there's seriousness in all of this, but it can be a little different depending on where you are. So here in Central Florida, like I said, there's flooding. There's not storm surge. Storm surge is when that ocean water bubble comes way up into, way past the beach, and we're talking feet, many, many feet inland and depth. So that's what you have to consider. And when you're watching things like CNN or things, they're going to show most of what you see on those big stations, and they're talking about you have to evacuate. Well, the whole state of Florida cannot evacuate. That's just not reasonable, and it's just not possible, and it's just not necessary. So here in Central Florida, you do need to listen to your local authorities. You need to be in at the curfew time that they tell you to stay by the curfew. And then you also need to make sure that your home and your area that you live in is hurricane proofed, so that, you don't cause flying debris that hits somebody else, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the interesting things. You see a lot of the workers are over here getting ready up on the stage. They're taking pieces apart. They're bringing it inside here. And you can see on the light poles here that they've got them covered up. James, hello. Teresa, hello. Keith. Yeah, Keith, it is not a good day for you down in Fort Myers. Yeah, that's for sure. So, can we do People Mover? Yes, I'm considering to do that. This stop was a really good opportunity for me to reconvene, to get a nice little castle shot, and then head around the park before we get up and down. But you know what's funny, guys, is a lot of people say, oh my gosh, why in the world is Disney open? Well, here in Orlando, you do realize that there's more than just here. Like, there's many, many people at work, not just at the theme parks. Like, there's many, many people who have jobs and are working this morning or this afternoon, or you know what I mean. So, the whole area doesn't just say, okay, something's coming, and they take a whole week off. It's just not practical, logical. And so a lot of businesses are still open, and most of the businesses in Central Florida, again, if you'd like to talk about some coastal stuff where you're seeing a lot of, national type news, we can talk about that. But mainly this stream is about Walt Disney World in Central Florida. So, like today, there is a number of people working, and most people are getting off work right around this afternoon. And some people did have off, some people didn't. Depends what you do for a living. But yeah, like my son is working at the gas station this afternoon. He works for Wawa. So, but he'll be home later this afternoon. So what, you guys, something else I saw when I came in out in the parking lot. So these trays, the bottom, you just push it in and it pops out. You can see it, right here. You just push it in, it pops out on the side there. And Disney had saran wrapped all of that too. So yeah, I think what we can do is we can go on the People Mover. and then we'll take a little walk around, like the park. And then we'll head upstairs. We'll take a nice little ride before we walk around.
I'll go through anything.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, I wasn't wearing the right shoes to walk all the way up this.
Then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs.
Just me. Okay. Have a great day.
Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey. Permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuide a sus niños. Gracias. Please step carefully onto the moving platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuida a sus niños. Gracias. Please step carefully onto the moving platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors which will open and close.
This is the TTA Blue Line. Non-stop service.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Monarch 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, there are ever lots to see. After monster laughs, there's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
For your
Urban planning and Star Traders. Transfer.
First up, Progress Day. Walt Disney's Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny people mover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny bull rack. On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are no longer sold.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
This is Starboard 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space Run. Our high-speed rocket point to distant deep space destinations.
wash over you at the most refreshing retreat in the galaxy, the coral moons of Pisces 7. H2O it to yourself. Book today.
Mr. Tom Morrow, please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you. Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31.
Wow, now the rain is really, really coming down.
Oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
You guys, when we go out, I'm going to have to just let the moderators do their thing. It's raining pretty hard. And I'll just kind of talk as we walk around for the last 30 minutes before the park closes at 2.
To your right is the Astro Orbiter, our celestial symbol of interplanetary harmony and fellowship. Hop aboard and launch high above Tomorrowland for a spin amongst the planets.
Incorporated laugh board.
Mike Wazowski has brought in some real monsters of comedy. Whether you have one eye or 9, take the time to see this show.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms, our people mover journey has nearly come full orbit. Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we're concluding,
there's people up there on the Astro Orbiter riding.
Now is the time. Now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow. Today. See you in the future.
Platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you.
This is the TTA Blue Line. Non-stop service.
Please keep arms and kitting and other appendages away from the doors and remain seated until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep arms and feet and other appendages away from the doors until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep carefully onto the moving platform until stepping the car.
Okay, so I'm just gently walking off the people mover, but the rain is coming down. So let me just take a final walk around Magic Kingdom here before they close promptly at 2. Thanks for hanging tight. I know there's a little bit of difference in the lag with this particular stream because we're streaming in a different way and a different method because we currently also have a 24-hour live camera that has all the weather information overlooking Epcot that is also going at the same time right now that will run through tomorrow. So we are doing 2 streams at the same time. So it's we're streaming a little different way than we normally do for this particular go here. But we thought you would really enjoy it. We thought you'd find some value in coming over to Magic Kingdom. Okay, I've got the chat in my pocket while we manage. So this is one of the locations. Here, let me show you. This area here outside the people mover is notorious for flooding. I think it's because they only have this one very small drain. Bit of wind picking up. You can see there's already water piling up. That happens in a normal rainy day. But the rain's coming down at a pretty good clip. Over here, they've got some kiosks that are ratchet strapped to the ground, and instead of taking all the merchandise out, they just saran wrap the whole kiosk over here. But if you are just joining and just finding the channel, I'm live just here for a little bit at Magic Kingdom, but what we're most proud of is the 24-hour live stream that we also have going right now that overlooks Epcot area and the boardwalk that has all of the detailed information. Here, look at this. See, these are all, like, they have plans in place for everything. Like, those are anchored into the ground. I should probably take a little video of that. It's pretty awesome. My brother Dan is a manager at Epcot at the Japan Pavilion, and he is working and doing a lot of this kind of stuff today too.
I'm Nawrocki 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky. The absolute best way to see tomorrow. And my stars, they're everlasting. Spacecraft to monster maps. There's really nothing like today being tomorrow.
Okay. I just want to say thank you again to our Park Pass community for hanging out with me, and for everybody who's being really polite in the way that you're asking questions, and understanding kind of how the park works and what happens in Central Florida versus what happens over on the coast. So as far as Central Florida is concerned, we are looking at some pretty high wind speeds. I would say near 80 miles per hour tonight. That's pretty hefty. And also wind gusts, which can create tornadoes. That is a threat. You also are looking at flooding, because there are just places in general in our city that flood very easily. That just happens in certain places. So right now you can see the cast members are even saran wrapping the Magic Band readers for the lightning lanes. But the wind's a bit, I don't want it to pick up my umbrella and go flying. So I've got one hand on the umbrella and one hand on the camera. I apologize, I can't call anybody out. And I know I had a super chat a little bit earlier from Diana, and I apologize tremendously. I know so many of you guys have sent really super sweet PayPals and Venmos to support the channel, and thank you. So if I miss anybody, I swear, I promise, I apologize. The moderators will take a note, and I'll try to say thank you either at the end or when I get home. On the 24-hour live stream page, I'll call it out if I miss any. I'll make sure I note that. So what is interesting, guys, is from what I can see, most attractions here are still going. I was over at Universal Orlando this morning, just very, very briefly, and they had a number of attractions that were not going. Some that were, some that weren't. So interesting from a roller coaster perspective. Over at Islands of Adventure, they had the Velocicoaster going, but the Hulk, they did not open today. So 2 roller coasters going, but they did not have the Hulk up and going. See, much more saran wrap. They have, and then they're going to get ready to strap these down as well. You can kind of see they're getting ready to do that too. And that's what my brother Dan, he as in charge of the Japan Pavilion in engineering, he is working a lot to make sure that things are moved to the back or out of into a building. Also make sure things are zip tied. And he was talking about 2 interesting over at Epcot. There's, I think it's called the Golden Dream. That is the boat that's in front of the America Pavilion at Epcot. It's mostly made of styrofoam, but that gets moved to the dock in the back. The Friendship boats will also have that. Now, another thing is, a lot of people, know about the iconic monorails. The iconic monorails, they have their own, what I like to call a garage. A garage. And that's back behind Magic Kingdom. It's actually super fun to see them put the monorails in the back in the garage and switching the tracks. So they can't fit all of them in there. So what they do is in major storms like this, if they don't have the ability to put them all in the garage, what they'll do is they'll store some of them in the Contemporary. So here's one here. kind of strap down to make sure there's definitely no issues with that. Oh, Gaston. Nobody likes a storm like Gaston. That was funny. I just said that. Okay, I'm going to try to get into some. I'll have to wipe the lens in a minute, but thank you guys. Okay, so we've got about 20 minutes. So the difference is, in a normal park closure day, you know, if it closes at night, you see all these people who maybe they had to wait. It's not always people just taking their time and being slow pokes, you know. Sometimes they got into a long line and they're leaving very late. Or you probably didn't know this. I do, because I keep track of so much stuff. But did you know that Cinderella's royal table, the dining that's in the castle, they pretty much do reservations right up to park close. So if the park closes, we'll say at 10, okay? That's just an example. I know sometimes it closes later, but sometimes you guys are real rough on me. So this is just an example. So if the park closes at 10, it is not uncommon for Cinderella's royal table to have a 9:45 reservation. So, oh my gosh, the park is closing, but I can go do all the things and then go eat at Cinderella's royal table at 9:45. So you might finish your dinner like an hour later after the park closes. Okay? Now, you can just kind of meander and take your way out, and you might end up leaving like 11:30, almost midnight, if you had a dining reservation that started when the park essentially closed. And so that's why so many people are like, oh my gosh, get out of the park. There are reservations for restaurants here that start when the park closes. So there are people, and it's not always, you don't have to look at the bad in people. You really don't. A lot of times, they might have their dinner, and then maybe they're walking out like an hour, hour and a half after the park closes because they were at a table reservation that they booked very fairly. So on a normal day, you know, the park it closes at 10, and maybe people will still be here at midnight, walking out, okay? So that's totally a thing. Now, today, Epcot is the same way. I'm going to tell you about my brother Dan, who's the manager over at Epcot. So the park closes at 2 here. Today is different than those normal days. They have a hard closure. And at 2 o'clock, it's called a hard close, and it will be like a Red Rover style. You know, hey guys, time to go, leave. That kind of thing. So, in 15 minutes, we will be exiting out the gate. And sure, there might be people after 2 o'clock who they get on a ride right at 2 and they're leaving like maybe 2:20, 2:30. But just so you know, just because the park is closed doesn't mean employees go home. There is a lot of people who are in ride-out crews. My brother, for one of them, he probably will be at Epcot probably till 8 o'clock at night tonight, making sure everything's ready, making sure the pavilion is secured, making sure all the little things are okay. So absolutely, the cast members that you guys see out and about, they are doing a great job. Really, really, a lot of them are really pleasant and in a good mood. But one thing to think about is to remember that there's a lot of behind the scenes cast members. And we're talking about cast members that are going to prepare the park. They are like engineering type cast members like my brother. And there's things that they will work on after the park's closure to make sure all the little things are taken care of and secured. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight as to how theme parks in Central Florida work. So, there's a lot that goes into it. And Haunted Mansion, I wish. No, we're just going to finish out our walk and then and do the right thing. And I should be close to the front around 2. But no, I'm not going to pull a last minute pop on a ride. Not today. Not today, friends. But guess what? It's a 13-minute wait over at the Haunted Mansion. I know, Jonathan. There's no wait over at Peter Pan. Oh, that's a great question. The Mickey pumpkin wreaths. Disney does all the theme parks. Let's just talk about all the theme parks because Universal does a ton to prepare for Halloween Horror Nights. And they already have to have that kind of thing in mind. When you, here in Florida, it's whether you live here or you work here or you are an architect and you design for here, there are building and structural guidelines that they make sure that they have for all of their decor and what weather it can withstand. And good time to hit up Club 33. I wish. I bet that I wish I had a Club 33 membership. No, unfortunately not. So, just something to think about. But no, I won't be riding. It would be fun to do a little Tiana's Bayou adventure. That'd be fun. You know, do the drop with Mama Odie. Oh, a big wind gust there. And the train's still running. That's the train. Look at. That's still there too. I know Adam really wants me to show you guys our 24-hour live stream, the second stream that we have going right now. So we have a live shot camera that's overlooking Epcot and the boardwalk that will be live through the entirety of the storm, you know, weather permitting, as long as nothing crazy happens to it. But that's live right now. So we have 2 streams going at the same time. 2 streams going at the same time, which is why this one's having a little hiccups on occasion. Oh, I'm walking through some puddles already. But here in Florida, you know, whenever things are being built, like, we'll just talk about Epic Universe because that's a good one, or Tron, okay? So it will be, I've always been interested. A lot of people had asked those questions about Tron and that canopy and how in the world. Oh, look it! The Pecos Bills cast members are out cheering for people. Yeehaw! Oh my gosh! We'll go say congratulations to them. These cast members they're having a great time. You know, they definitely are not, you know, do they have things to worry about? You know, but you know, it's hard when you're sitting at home just filled with anxiety. That's tough too. It's real tough. I know, because I've been here for 20 years. And my husband, Adam, who streams, yeah! Hi guys! You're doing awesome! Oh, you guys are out with the cowbells even? Okay, you gotta cheer everybody out, you know?
We just
here.
You should. I mean, what else should you do?
We're just here to woo.
Yeah, woo. Okay. Good job, guys. Bye. Bye. See you later. Oh my gosh. They're doing great. I mean, that's the spirit. That is Floridian spirit. And I'm really, really sorry if there's a lot of people don't feel that way, but you know, you take it seriously. There's going to be curfews, which curfews will be later tonight. So most everybody here will be at home, other than, like I said, the ride out crew, the people who are watching and taking care of the parks. And there is plenty of businesses where they have somebody who has to stay on staff. This is not a Disney parks thing. Like, there's a lot of places. You'd be very surprised. I worked in large hotels, Hiltons, large ones here in the Orlando area. I have some great stories of my time. I told him on Sunday about how, as a resort manager and a front desk manager, watching the back wall get ripped off of the DoubleTree on Hotel Plaza Boulevard. I'm sure you can Google it. That was me, managing and helping people through that. So there's a lot of people who they're just doing a great job to help people in their time of need. Look at that Adventureland sign. Wow. Okay, let's meander. Let's go out. Let's go out. So see, look, they're moving things underneath. I gotta look at the chat here a little bit. Okay. Welcome in. So yeah, like my son, Joshua, he's working at the gas station this afternoon. People need gas, especially in light of this. So he's working at the gas station. Missy Lynn, that's awesome. Yeah, well. I agree, Aaron. I agree. Okay. See, there's still people getting on the Aladdin's Magic carpets. I know our moderator, Nicole, loves that ride. Not today, Nicole, not today. Oh. You know, and people ask, like, why are people in the parks? You're rude. You're awful. We are a hospitality community. There are people here from all over the world. It's not so simple in these situations to just say, go home. Get out of here. It's not that simple. It's not. I wish it was. I absolutely do. There's a lot of people here. We get a lot of people from Brazil. A lot. We get a lot of people from the UK. They can't just hop a flight and say, okay, I'm going to leave tomorrow. Like, the airports either have already flights that were already packed, or they told them no. Like, it's not that easy to just say, get on a plane and leave. You don't belong there. Like, you know what? Here in Orlando, we are a community of open arms and love and encouragement, and this Orlando strong. Look it up. I love what this community stands for, and all of the wonderful help that everybody provides to one another. So this park is going to be closing in about 5 minutes. We're heading our way down to, sorry, I had a gust of wind. We're heading down to Main Street. So I'll probably get on, I'm not sure what transportation that they're going to have, the monorails or the ferry, but we'll get on some of the transportation and we'll head out. But what I do love is if you're not familiar and you're just joining, you're saying, who are these people? My husband, Adam, he has been in broadcasting television for over 20 years. He's been in the thick of the craziest weather and situations in Alaska. He worked there for a couple years. He's been all over the United States with television news. And he has been in the thick, like on the beach, Jim Cantori style, making sure that he delivers news and information to people who need it. And I have a huge passion, and so does he, for talking about weather. And so we're here at the Magic Kingdom to enjoy a place that we love. Little bit of gust there. And to bring you some of our knowledge that comes right from actual professional day jobs. So thank you so much for watching. We have a live 48-hour camera. That's our second stream. So if you want to subscribe to the channel and you want to watch what is happening overlooking Epcot and the boardwalk, you can most definitely do that. I'm sorry the lens is blurry. I gotta stop, but it's pretty rainy. So a lot of people are still finishing up. Let me try to get, hold on, let me try to get, hang tight, hang tight. Here we go. Wipe the lens. Oh man, darn it. Okay. There we go. Well, wiped it a little bit. Okay, so let's walk down Main Street. It's been fun, Magic Kingdom. You have a good day. Bye. Yeah, you stay safe to you. Oh man, I hope the poncho is covering my the poncho is covering my microphone a bit. So here you go. When there is a hard close, like I was telling you, it is done, over. On a normal night, they leave these Main Street shops open very late. My mom worked for 10 years, 10 plus years, over at the confectionery here. And see here, you can see this is easy. The Emporium doors closed a little bit early here, so
hello everyone.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, due to impending inclement weather, the Magic Kingdom Park will close today at 2 p.m. Once again, due to impending inclement weather, the Magic Kingdom Park will close today at 2 p.m. We apologize for the inconvenience and hope you enjoy the rest of your day at the Magic Kingdom.
Bye! Okay. Okay. Let me just get a quick little photo. You know, capture my memory. So, it's raining a little bit hard. Just hang tight, hang tight. Just need a hi. Oh gosh. Oh, sorry. I just okay. Just taking my photo real quick. Okay. Okay, Magic Kingdom. It was super fun. I'll be back for more rides, I promise you. Okay. Let me walk on out here, out the gate. We'll see what the situation is. Oh, good. Thank you guys for putting out the storm video link. Here, I'll show you. Adam works so hard, and I think tonight he'll be able to pop in and he will give you live updates. So, here, I'll stop under this tree real quick. So this is the one right here. That's the thumbnail for it. And you have to, the important thing is, guys, if you want to see it, make sure you're a subscriber. Because I keep telling people over there, because YouTube won't let us save and keep something viewable if we do over 12 hours. Something over 12 hours, then we have to change the link. So every 12 hours, we change the link, and then you can follow along. So we have one going right now. The new link will pop up for the 48-hour, 12 hours. Okay, let's see what they got here. Monorail or ferry? They're not, are they doing the ferry? Or just monorail today?
Just the monorail.
Okay, okay. Have a great day. Okay. Oh, there we go. Monorail Peach. Okay. Let me just put my camera down for just a second, okay? So, there we go. So we are out of the park. Just for clarity, it's 2:04. Some of you keeping along and keeping me honest there. Oh, they do have the ferry going. So yeah, so what I want to tell you guys, because I'm very forgetful, to be honest. I'm very, very forgetful. And when I find something that I like or I want to follow along with, oh, hello! They're waving at the camera. So, okay, I'll take the boat. Yeah, it looks like the boat. Yeah, it looks like I see one coming in. So the ferry is open. Okay, we'll take the ferry. I don't mind that. I'll take one for the team. There's tornadoes in Kissimmee. I have not heard that. But you know what? Again, my husband is at the TV station now. If he felt that I was unsafe, he would absolutely tell me immediately. I have complete faith in Adam and the work that he does. So, awesome. So yes, this is really important because I do want to tell you guys about this because with the 24-hour live camera, every 12 hours we have to change the link. So, that's the train finishing up. So if you don't subscribe, you don't get the notifications when we change the link. And that's fine. Nobody's telling you. I'm just trying to give you an option to make it easier if you want to find every time we have a new link. Because we're going to, every time the 12 hours is up, we're going to hide it so there's no confusion about which is the live that's current. So that's the whole purpose behind it. Oh, here. There's people still getting off this. There's people still on the train over here that are getting off. So there's people still in there on the train. Yeah, thanks, James. Good news. I only live 5 minutes away. So don't worry. Thanks. Huh, that's fun. Yep, people are just wrapping up their final train stuff. Okay, let's go on the ferry so I can get to my car. Ah! The ponchos, I think, are the worst. I have a nice rain jacket on, but I wanted to make sure to cover. Oh, yeah, live countdowns. Isn't that true? Yes. 11 hours, 59 minutes. Yes, I agree. Very true. Very true. Okay, let me get I have to put the chat in my pocket. You all behave. Behave. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, it's umbrella time. Oh, man. Oh, I should say hello before I go into the, here, I'll put this down. I haven't gotten to say hello yet. Sorry, I'm looking awful. But we'll head on to the ferry. I'll take you guys on the ferry. That's probably another maybe 10 minutes tops. And then I will, this live will be no more. So, okay, there we go. So we got a little bit of water in the lens. You know, it happens. What can you do? Okay, let's head on to the ferry. K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Still lots of people coming out. Hey. The ferry was requested, and the ferry we shall take. This one's for you, person who requested it. I forgot. I failed to note that. This might be a bit of a bumpy ride on this ferry. So at least you can see Bay Lake. They have the boats. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix my gimbal here. Look, so they still are running the boats that go over to the resorts. You know, the boats assist guests over to places like the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, boat over to the campground. Oh, the campground's not open. Duh, I knew that, but you know what I mean. Boat to the campground if the campground was open. By the way, when I came in, the campground RVs, like if you had an RV and you need a place to park it because they help you get a room at one of the Disney resorts, they, oh, please let me on. One more? Me? Ah! Oh, I guess not. I'll wait for the next one, I guess.
For Laurel!
Oh, I missed it.
Laurel! Okay. How you doing?
Oh, well, thanks.
You're welcome.
I hope you have a great day.
Well, you too.
Bye, be safe. You too.
Bye for now. Bye.
Okay. Adam, fun fact, Adam also used to work in water transportation. He used to drive the friendship boats at Epcot.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Be careful over there.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. So, there we go. Here. You're gonna need to jump. I might. Oh, Disney fan Rob, yeah. There's a lot of people. They move them to different properties. And also the cabins. Is the 24-hour live is the only camera this one in Dolphin, or will it change? No, that is a stagnant camera that we have up. And if we're hoping to do is Adam is hoping to go live and talk himself from the TV station. If you want to know, he's not an anchor. He works behind the scenes as an engineer, and he builds a lot of equipment and does a lot of things behind the scenes, but he's not the anchor that's on TV. So he's hoping to go live from the television station, like pop in throughout the night and give his updates when he's available. And I'm hoping to pop in when I can to give some updates. And then it will just be on that stream. We're not going to do any second split streams. This was just a one-time thing. Oh, Grace P, that's my problem too. It's really hard. Sitting and waiting is tough. I mean, that would be pretty fun if you ended up getting a nice room at the Grand Floridian. You know. Oh, Pete McDivitt. Wow, that just honestly, that was absolutely kind. Like, that is, wow. He wrote a $5 super chat. Challenging everyone to match me. Horrible weather, amazing streamers. Challenging you all to match me. Wow. That is beyond thoughtful. Well, thank you. When will the live stream start tonight? It's live right now. So good news. Just to make, we're going to push everybody over to that link so that you can at least see it. So as long as you're on the stream and you stay and you don't exit out, it will automatically push you there, and then you can see the live camera and how we have it set up. It's really, really something special, and we worked really hard on all the graphics, the radar that goes into it, all the images. Oh my gosh, wow. And we're getting some PayPals and Venmo who are taking Pete up on his challenge. $5. Thank you.
Once again, you'll be given an all clear for the distinction crafted stairs and door shore. Por favor, manténganse alejando de las escaleras.
Disney fan, if I didn't know you were joking, if I didn't know you from the chat earlier, I would be really confused. But Oh, by the way, too, hey, I think that they've evacuated the these cabins as well, the bungalows. These are the bungalows, but there's cabins too. Shannon Woods, hello. Oh my gosh, guys. Annette, oh my gosh, thank you so much for that. And Dianca McDowell, thank you so much. And Dungeons and Slime, that's fine. No, oh my gosh. You guys are all like, that's really, really humbling. I can tell you quite honestly, it's not, wow. Thank you. Wow, Kara Carter. Wow, thank you so much. And Lindsay Stadler and James Soder. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is beyond kind. Thank you. So, I'm gonna get underneath the edge here, and I'm gonna say goodbye. It's not a goodbye, it's a see you real soon. Thanks for hanging out with me for an hour through this. If you are watching because you need a pick-me-up, because you are in your home, you are local, and you have a lot of anxiety because you are stressed just sitting there, because just sitting there in your home is really difficult. It's very difficult. Know that you can come to Park Pass TV. Know that we want to bring you a place where you can chat and get your mind off of things, and we hope that you enjoy a little bit of the spirit that comes along with
At
this.
this time, we have given all kids door to door. Please gather all your personal belongings, take small children by the hand, and watch your step as you disembark. Those on the upper deck, please use the handrails when descending to the lower deck. On behalf of the crew, thank you for sailing.
I better get off. Yeah, I mean, I have friends at home, and they're in the Sarasota area, and oh my gosh, wow. Edward Alley, thank you so much. Jane King, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm trying to keep up with it. Plymouth Rock, thank you. Here we go. Our invisibly disabled family. Well, thank you. I know how that is, and thanks.
I will. Thank you. Thank you for coming today, guys. Enjoy your
Teresa E., you're welcome. Bye. Donna Strickler, thank you so much. Mikey Mike, thank you. Yeah, so this will probably be my last live in an outdoor setting. To make sure that we are all in a safe space. Adam is working again. Adam is in the storm. So he is out. He is part of the TV station. And so thank you. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of all we do. And, so I'm going to head over here and out so I can get to the parking lot. Yeah, Martha T., I agree. It's really easy for people who are outside in a different state or don't really understand, being holed up in your house and just kind of waiting and wondering and being stressed and like, what's going to happen? I don't know. It's hard. So people turn to social media to kind of get solace, and there's a lot of hate and disdain. But I hope that during this time you find some positivity, and I hope that you find some things to keep your mind at ease during all of it. Because I think, I was just talking to my friend and my mom about that. That's probably what's really tough. Oh, Pam Kuzka, thank you. Wow. Sharon Green, thank you so much. I'm trying to keep up with it and get out of the rain. So I'm going to come underneath the pole here. Oh my gosh. More PayPals. Thank you. Tiffany Twigger. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Wow. I'm going to get underneath here so I can just say goodbye so I can head to my car right out here. Not bad. There's people who are just finishing riding their ride right now. But I want to get, here, I just want to get out. So, if you haven't already, just a reminder, the storm is going to be hitting the Central Florida area. It is not even hit land. So if you are really not understanding the situation, the storm is not even inland yet. It is still out in the Gulf. So it is headed this way. There are the closures so that they can finish all of their preparations. It is going to hit the Central Florida area in the middle of the night tonight. So you can stay tuned. If you would like to go ahead and follow along, we do have a 24-hour, well, it's nonstop, but it's a live camera that we're going to switch you to over there. Again, please make sure you hit the subscribe, because what happens after the 12-hour mark, we have to change that over to a new link so that YouTube doesn't, will make it viewable. So go ahead, hang tight. Once you hit the subscribe button, it gives you notifications when we do the updates for that over there. So with that, I am going to say, stay safe. I'll see you real soon. I had a great time with you. Now I'm going to get home for the rest of the night, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Susie Q, thank you so much. Here you go.